Hey guys, welcome back to day number 17, where we're going to be talking about traffic analysis. This is the advent of cyber 2023. And if you guys are enjoying it, hit a thumbs up and let's have some fun. Let's jump. All right, so here we go. We have day 17, traffic analysis, right? So this is fun. If you're trying to become a network engineer or even inside of the cybersecurity realm, we want to know how traffic traverses, how traffic moves around the network. And we can see a little Wireshark here and a little Wireshark there. So yeah, so congratulations, you made it to day 17. The story, however, everything is just getting started, right? There are many more things to discover, examine, and analyze. All right, so let's keep going down here. I already started my VM for today. So here we are here on the right-hand side. So as we come down, we can see the learning objectives, gain knowledge of network traffic data. We can see how, I'm guessing we're going to learn about that. Understand the differences between full packet captures and network flows. That's pretty cool. Learn how the process of network data, flows or flow of data, right? Discover the Silk tool suite. I'm going to be honest, I never worked with Silk, so I'm excited about that. Gain hands-on experience in network flow analyzing with Silk. Cool deal. Looking forward to it. There's a lot of information here. So let's just go where we start doing the hands-on training. Obviously, you can see network fundamentals module. You can click into there. TryHackMe is awesome about showcasing different kinds of rooms to learn different types of topics. All right, so we had the model, depth of information, the main purpose, the pros, the cons, and available fields, right? PCAP files, when you're like running Wireshark, for example, and you're capturing files, that exports to a PCAP file. So the packet capture and etc. All right. So we can see here this ELF forensic McBlue. Obviously, blue teaming is more on the data and network traffic analysis. So the key data files of a PCAP format, the link layer information, right? Timestamp, packet length, MAC addresses, which is at layer 2 of the OSI model, source and destination MACs, right? Port and IP and port information, source and destination IP, right? Source and destination ports. For example, my IP address, my port number 80 or 53 for DNS, etc. The protocol is going to be TCP UDP information, the application layer protocol details, and then the packet data and payload, right? So you guys get the gist. You can check this out. So now we're going to learn how to collect and process the data, right? So we can do that. Let's keep going down. So let's get started here. All right, so I'm on my desktop now. So let's go ahead and just do an LL here. We can see the suspicious file here. Perfect. .silk. So we can see that on the left-hand side here. So let's go ahead and just do a little silk underscore config and then -v, right? So let's see what we're running here. All right, so let's see what this is actually doing. Use the information to follow the commit. Silk mainly works on data repository. Okay, so this is pretty much just giving us that configuration settings. Okay, cool deal. Let's keep going down. So now we can look at the information of the file. So let's go ahead and let's clear this out. All right, so now let's go ahead and do RW file. Let's see if it doesn't file info and then the suspicious file. All right, so we can see the format, the version is 16, the bytes, the length is 8888, length Silk version 3.19.1, count size, etc., etc. Okay, cool deal. Let's keep going down and see what else we have to do here. All right, so now I'm going to start doing this copy and paste. So let's go ahead and just copy and paste this, just so I can make sure everything is actually what it's supposed to be. Let's do paste that here, and let's go ahead and just right click and paste that information here and hit enter. And I have another browser here just so we can see if we can refresh this. Hopefully I didn't break it, just so we can see a little more detailed, right? So we can see here, let's zoom this in. All right, so we can see the source IP, destination IP, source port, which is port 80, the destination port on each individual packet, 3222, the packets, the bytes, the flags, the timestamp, the destination, just like how we learned up above here, right? So let's continue. Now let's go down, and this command shows the 5 records, protocol type, source IP. Okay, perfect. So let's go ahead and just give this a jingle, right? Let's copy this and see if we can just paste this in here. Can we? No, of course not. All right, so let's just go ahead and just paste it in here, and then we can jump onto the other one. All right, let's go ahead and paste that there. Now, geez. Go ahead and clear this, and now let's paste this here. And let's come back over here and see if we can see that. Okay, perfect. Hit enter here. We can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. So everything as it shows what we're going to be. So pretty much it's querying out the fields, the protocol, the source IP, source port, destination IP, destination port, right? So we can see everything right here. Perfect. That's pretty clean. And it's obviously, it's only showing 5 records. Cool. So that's pretty straightforward so far. Let's keep going down. And this is to understand what we're typing in the fields. Source IP, destination IP, source port, destination, start time, end time. Okay. So hints from Elf McBlue, Forensic McBlue. So we can see everything in here, blah, 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 blah. Examples, ICMP, which is ping, packets, TCP IP, 4, TCP 6, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool deal. So let's keep going down, and let's go ahead and do an RF filter or RW filter. So let's do RW filter. And then the file name is suspicious, whatever. Okay, so now let's see, that's not RW filter. Okay, so there's no output specified. Okay, that's what it's supposed to show, so that's good. All right, so now we're gonna, I just wanna read the command too, just to try to learn what we're really just throwing in here. Suspicious, protocol 17, pass, okay, protocol, okay, so I'm getting the gist of this. Let's go ahead and paste that bad boy here, and then paste this in here. And that's a long command, so let's come back over here so we can see it in action. All right, perfect. So Pro 17, source IP, destination, source port, destination. Okay, so it looks like some DNS stuff. Obviously, this is just a random port. So we see DNS. Looks like this one's going through DNS. So let's continue. The protocols, the port filters, the IP filters, the volume filters. So there's just a whole bunch of filters. Obviously, when you're doing any analysis, there's a lot of filtering, right? So if you're using Wireshark, you can do TCP, you can filter it out very detailed, right? So quick statistics, RW stats. All right, so let's go ahead and look at this now. Let's go ahead and just copy this bad boy and throw it in here. Okay, and let's go ahead and paste it in here real quick. And let's come back over here and see what we're rocking with. All right, so let's go ahead and see the 10 count. Okay, so destination port, the output is, destination port is 53, 80. Okay, so now we're getting a little more data, right, for these records. Cool. So now let me clear this out. So we can start from a clean slate. All right, so assemble the toolkit, start hunting. Okay, so now we're gonna start hunting anomalies, right? So let's go ahead and just copy this. That's what I love about TryHackMe. You can't really beat the learning process because it's just really straightforward, super easy, and that's what I love about the Advent of Cyber event, right? Because everything is about learning something new every day. Great, let's go ahead and hit enter there. And we can see the records here. 11,774. All right, source IP, bits, blah, blah, blah. Okay, cool deal. So we can see everything, the IP, the source IP, the values, the bytes, the count, the top 10, right? Cool. So now let's go ahead and see the next one, suspicious fields, destination IP records. All right, so let's go ahead and give this one a jingle. Let's look at these stats. Okay, so now let me go ahead and just paste that there. All right, so now let's go ahead and paste it here. And let's come back to the next browser and hit enter and see what we're rocking with now. Source IP, destination IP, it's just more information, right? So as we break this down, we can see the records, we can see the bytes, we can see the packets, the records, etc. So this is really informative, especially if you're doing any investigation, you're analyzing any of the data, it's super critical, right? So let's go ahead and just type in clear here. So back to a clean slate. And I forgot which one was my last. Let's go ahead and hit the up arrow. Let me come back here because I count 10. Okay. So that was right here. All right, perfect. Just wanted to remember where I was at. All right, so let's go ahead and, so right now we're going to look, if I look at this correctly, so the A port is 53, so that's DNS. Standout, field, source. Okay, so looks like we're going to look at DNS traffic. Let's go ahead and just paste that here. And let's go ahead and just hit, oh, I don't want to hit enter there. Clear. And let's paste that command here. And let's come back to here and hit enter. All right, so we can see 175, 175, 173, 223, 221. All right, perfect. So this is just going over the port of DNS. Perfect. All right, so cool deal. So now let's go ahead and continue down. So now we're hunting. We're still hunting. So let's go ahead and copy this. Oh, I need to paste this in here first. Okay. And then let's go ahead and paste it here. Once we have that pasted, let's jump on to the next one and we can read what we're trying to do. So we can see that the 221 is here, 221 is here, 53, which is DNS. And let's go ahead and hit enter for the top 10. And it's pretty much querying that and slimming the query down. So it's given the valid information that we're looking for. So let's go ahead and click clear here and continue with the process. So that last one was right here. So now we're going to look at the 243 IP address. So let's go ahead and do that here. And then paste that here and drag this in. This is definitely a lot of information. So this is, so nada. All right, so looks good. That's what pretty much the results that we wanted, right? So now we're going to go ahead and any IP, so any IP address go into 175, 175, 173. I'm just trying to read what I'm doing as well as what we're doing, right? So I think that's super critical. So let's go ahead and paste that here. And let's get that 10 count here. All right, so let's paste that. Let's jump back over here. I know there's a lot of jumping around. Hit enter. So we can see once, okay, perfect. To records 4160, 4158. Perfect. Good stuff. So I think that's what we should have gotten. Perfect. Let's keep going down. And RFW filter suspicious on the file. Any IP address going to here. Okay, perfect. So you can see the 10 count of here. Go ahead and copy this bad boy. And the reason why I have to do all this because I'm using a VM and the copy and paste doesn't work. But normally if you just copy it, if you're using a regular browser, you should be able to just copy and paste. But that's why I have to go the long route because I'm using one of my VMs. All right, cool deal. So we have the source IP here, source port, destination IP, destination port. Okay, records, percent records. Perfect. Awesome. So now detection notes the C2 tat, whatever it is. All right, so now let's go ahead and go to the next section. So now we're going to be hunting, hunt you down. Let's go ahead and just copy this. And let me clear this out so we have a clean slate. And let's go ahead and just paste this bad boy here. All right, so pretty much copy and paste in all day long. All right, so Here we go. Let's hit enter here. And we have 2 records, right? 175, 215, 130, 235, 223. Perfect. Okay. Good, Dizzy. All right. So now let's come down here. Let's see. Now we're going to look at port 80. Any destination ports are going to port 80. Let's see if there's anything there that we shall know. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little copy-rooney, paste-a-rooney, and then what happened? What did I do? Did I hit enter already? Port 80. No, hold on. Let's try that again. Let's go ahead and hit paste. Okay, so it did. All right, cool deal. So source IP, destination IP, port 80, 158 records. All right. There's that. Okay. I should be taking notes of this. I'm starting to take mental notes, but let's see if I remember everything. So use port 80. So the next one is going to be our RFW suspicious IP. I'm just reading this really quick. All right. So let's go ahead and copy this. And then let's clear this out. All right. So now let's go ahead and paste this bad boy in here. And then paste it in here. Come in here and hit enter. All right, so we have source IP 80 flags as okay. Yep, looks like we're on a good road. So next one here, still hunting, still doing some hunter-roonies. Let's go ahead and copy this. Paste this in here. And then paste it here. Come over here and hit enter. So we have this flags S. 223, destination is 223, records, okay, 100%, okay. All right, so let's keep coming down, and we're almost there. Let's see what's this last bad boy needs to do. And let's go ahead. Paste that there. I know it's just a lot of copy and pasting, and it's literally analyzing what we're doing. And I'm just not reading everything. You guys can read through it. I'm just trying to make sure all the commands work and what these commands are actually doing, and making sure we have the results in the output that we are expecting. All right, so that looks good. Detection notes, not a water flood. All right, so if we come down here, the conclusion. All right, congratulations, you helped the SOC team identify the network traffic and reported potential anomalies. All right, perfect. So obviously, everything we did through here, we can see that we did a lot of information. So you might have to go through this a few times, like I always say. I'm probably going to go through it again as well. And let's just go ahead and now practice what we've learned, right? Like, what is the version installed? I believe that was, oh man, that was, let me do this. That was on the first command. So if I do history, we have, let's come here. And I believe that was on, I think that was on the, let me see, let me come back. Sorry, guys. The VM, that was up here. Once we actually started the VM, let me come back all the way up. I think I remember it's like 319 or something. If we come back up here and we do, yeah, silk config -v. That was it, I believe. Yep. No. I think it was FW flow, built file info. RW file info. RW file info. All right. And then the suspicious file. And then right here, silk version 319.1. I remember it's 3 something. See, I think I do have a good memory. All right. So 3.19.1. Perfect. All right. So what was the size of the flows? What is the size of the flows in the count records? I should have been taking notes while I think, let me see. Oh man, don't tell me I should have. I think that was 17 something. Let's just go up. This is definitely going to be interesting. Oh man, I saw that too. What is the size of the flows? Oh, right here. Count. Right here. It's right in front of my face. 1177.4. I remember seeing that. There we go. All right. So what is the timestamp of the 6th record in the file? The 6th record in the file. What was the timestamps for the 6th record? So if we do so this is 5, right? So if we do this with number 6, let me see. Copy this. And let's paste this here. And I want to put 6 here just to see. Copy that. And then paste this here. And let's come back down here. So it's 5, 5. Okay, so it's right here. That's going to be a 6th one, I assume. That would be my guess. Hopefully I can copy that and paste it in here. Submit. Yeah. Cool. We are learning something, right? So what is the destination port for the 6th record? All right, so let's look at that. Destination port for the 6th record. Destination port. So that's a good question. Destination port. What do we do for the destination ports? Let's come back up here and see where we destination port. So it's gonna be for that same. Sure, we're gonna have to run that same command. Destination. We just have to make sure that field is imported in destination port, right? Destination. I'm guessing I want to run this command. Destination port values. All right, so let's see if I can run this command here. All right, so let's see if this works for us. All right, so destination port, right? What is the 6th UDP destination port? UDP. Wait, let's come back up here and make sure UDP. We have to make sure the protocol value is there. Top 10 fields values. First destination. So it's, what is the destination port? I'm just trying to see where the hell do we get that? Destination IP. It's right here, D port. So we just have to look for that. Oh, right here, 499. All right, I think it's 499. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 49952. Let's see if that's correct. 49952. No, what was it? Oh, 50. I said 50, but all right, there we go. Perfect. What is the what is the value percentage of the port DNS? So let's come back here, not here, and look for the percent now of the port DNS. So obviously port DNS is 53, so that's why I said I'm just sorry guys, I'm just looking back through here. 53. Okay. So that's nothing here has to do with the percent though. So the records, no, right here. Boom. This is going to be it. This is the records for DNS. Okay, so let me just copy this. Hopefully, I think that's it. Yep, cool. All right, so what is the number of bytes transmitted by the top talker on the network? I think that was 735,229. Yeah. And we saw that when we were actually running, and I remember that because there was the top, and we can see that, let's see. Let me do this. Let me do control find, and then, where is it? 735,229. There's only that one right there. So this is a top talker, right? So we can see that there. Perfect. All right, so now what is the next question? What is the timestamp value of the DNS coming in from? All right, so you know what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I'm gonna do control find, and we know it's 2023, right? We know the way that they're writing it, right? So then it's gonna be 12, and then 08 something. All right, so 08. Top. What was the question? The top value of DNS. So this is, yep, this is DNS. So it's right here. Looks like this is going to be it. Right here. I hope. Let's see if that's right. Submit. No. So let me go back here and just hit 0T04. Right? So top talker. Let's see if there's any other ones. Top talkers has to be 44. All right, so let me see something. So this is probably gonna be 44. No. Do I have to do like a colon, maybe like a value? No. Oh, dot. There we go. All right. So yeah, these are getting a little tricky. I guess the best thing to do is take notes while you're doing it, so you don't struggle like me. All right. So what is the IP address of the host that the C2 potentially controls? Defined it as this. Oh, so that's that 175. So that one I know. So how do we do it? What I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. I'm just going to copy this format. I know the IP. I think I remember. So this is going to be 221. Remember that 221, and it's going to be 173, right? And then we're going to do 175. And then 175. Remember, I was like 175, 175. I think that's it. Yeah. Cool. All right. So which IP address is suspect to? So the same kind of thing. So that's that 223. So that's pretty much the same one, almost that 223. I think it was 223, right? And no, wait a minute. That might not be it. Let me do 175 dot Yeah, 215. 215. There we go. Let me come all the way down again. So it's 175, 215. 215. And then it's going to be, what was it, 236? 236. Right? Hit enter. There we go. Cool. So what is the sent SYN packet's number of the records? The SYN packet. All right. So let's see if we can just do SYN. I'm just trying to see. Oh, 1658 right here. Boom. 250. Yep. So let's go ahead and just do that. 1658. Boom. We did it. That was fun. That was a little complicated. There was a lot of stuff that we had to go through, but watch it a few times and redo it and learn a few things. So thank you so much for viewing. And